Hello children, good morning to you all. Welcome back. Let us continue the chapter 5, solids, liquids and gases.
In our previous class, we have already discussed about the first topic, what is matter. There are many things around us. All these things take up space and have weight or mass. So, anything that occupies space and has mass or weight is called matter. All these matters are made up of molecules. And molecules are the smallest substance that exist independently. Matter can be in solid, liquid or gases. We have already discussed solid, liquid and gases separately. Understood? Now come to the next topic, change of state.
In this topic, change of state. In this topic, we will learn that all solid, liquid and gases change their state on heating or cooling. Let me explain what happens when solids are heated. When solids are heated, it melts and turns into liquid. Further, when liquid is heated, it turns into gas. When liquid is heated, it's boiled and turned into gas. Let me take one example. For example, water exists in three forms. First is solid. Example is ice. You know ice? It is a solid state of a water. When this ice, we will heat that ice, it melts and turns into liquid. That is water. The water we drink, that is liquid. When this liquid is heated, it's boiled and turned into gas or steam. So, water exists in three forms. First, solid. Example is ice. When heated, it melts and turns into liquid. Example is water. When again we heated this liquid or water, it boils and turns into steam or gas. So, the process of solid changing into liquid on heating is called melting. See here, solid ice, heating, it melts. And changes into liquid. This process, the process of solid changing into liquid on heating, it's called melting. And next is the process of liquid changing into gas on heating is called boiling. Solid when heat changes into liquid on heating, it's called melting. When we heat liquid, it changes into gas called boiling. So the process of liquid changing into gas on heating is called boiling. The process of solid changing into liquid on heating is called melting. So, melting and boiling are the process when matter is heated. Now, let us see how change of state happens by cooling. We learn that when solid is heated, it melts and turns into liquid, that is called melting. जब solid को गर्म करते हैं तब वो पिघलता है और लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाता है, जिसको हम मेल्टिंग या पिघलना कहते हैं. In some cases, not every, when you are heating the duster or chalk, it does not melt and does not turn into liquid, isn't it? After that, when liquid is heated, it boils and turns into gas. This is called boiling. जब लिक्विड को गर्म करते हैं वो उबलने लगता है और गैस में चेंज हो जाता है, जिसको हम बॉइलिंग या उबलना कहते हैं. बट on cooling it is just vice versa. What happens? When we cool this gas, it turns into liquid. That is called condensation. When we cool this liquid, it turns into solid. This is called freezing. So definition of condensation is the process of gas changing into liquid on cooling is called condensation. जब गैस को ठंडा करते हैं तो वो फिर से लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाता है, जिसको हम कंडेंसेशन कहते हैं. नेक्स्ट, definition of freezing is the process of liquid changing into solid on cooling is called freezing. जमना. जब लिक्विड को और ठंडा करते हैं तो वो फिर से सॉलिड में बदल जाता है, जिसको हम फ्रीजिंग या जमना कहते हैं. Let us come to the book reading. Change of state. We have studied that the different things around us exist as solids, liquids, or gases. Many of these change in state on heating or cooling. When solids are heated, they melt into liquid. This process of a solid changing into liquid on heating is called melting. For example, ice and wax melt when heated. Next, a liquid can change into gas when heated. This process of liquid changing into gas on heating is called boiling. Next point, on cooling, a gas can change into liquid. This process of a gas changing into liquid on cooling is called condensation. Next, further cooling will change the liquid back into solid. This process of liquid changing into solid on cooling is called freezing. Next is solute, solvent and solution. Before explaining this solute, solvent and solution, let me do one activity. See children, this is empty glass. I am pouring this water into this glass. Now this is a salt. I am adding this 1 tablespoon of salt in this water and stir it well. Now see, salt has disappeared. what happens? Molecules of salt occupy the space between the liquid, intermolecular space. Okay? So, here this salt is called solute. The solid that dissolve in a liquid is called solute. Example, salt and sugar. In this activity, what happens? When we add this salt into the water and stir it well, the particles of salt disappear and it takes the intermolecular space in the liquid, that water. Okay? See here. See here. This is the molecules of liquid. When we add salt in it, so see the intermolecular space here. So the particle of salt occupies this space. It dissolves and occupies this intermolecular space. So here the salt is a solute. Understood? Now next is solvent. The liquid in which a solid dissolves is called solvent. For example, water, milk, juice, etc. See here. Water, liquid. Water is a liquid that is solvent. We added salt in it. That salt is solute. Understood? After solute and solvent, next is solution. The liquid which we get when a solute dissolves in a solvent is called solution. See here. See this water. This is a liquid. This water is a solvent. When we added salt in it, that salt is solute. After that, what we get? Salt water. That is a solution. Okay? Here, salt. This is called solute, or this is a solute. Plus water means we add salt in the water. This water is solvent. What we get? Salt water. This is solution. Okay? Next example is sugar plus water, sugar water. Here sugar is solute, water is solvent, and this sugar water is solution. When we add sugar in the water, What we get? Sugar water, that is solution. Next come to the book reading. Solute, solvent and solution. Add a spoonful of sugar in a glass of water. Stir it well. The particles of sugar will disappear. This happens because the molecules of sugar occupy the intermolecular space in the water. The volume and the appearance of the water in the glass remain the same. However, its tastes become sweet. Many solids such as salt and sugar dissolve in water. In such a case, the solid that dissolves in a liquid is called the solute. The liquid in which a solid dissolves is called the solvent, and the liquid which we get when a solute dissolves in a solvent is called a solution. Salt dissolves in water to form salt solution. Here, salt is a solute, water is the solvent, and salt water is the solution. That's all for this chapter. We will meet again in next class. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.